Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jenna, and today I am doing a little bit different of a video for you guys, and I'm really excited because I'm doing a travel essentials video. And the reason I was doing this is because I'm traveling in less than a week to New Orleans, so I was really excited for my trip. So I started thinking about putting some stuff together for my trip because it is in about 6 days, I think now, and so I wanted to get a little ready because I'm doing a lot this weekend. And I figured I would make a video out of some of this stuff because I figured it'd be nice to know and it could help some of you. And if you guys have any tips for traveling for me, I would love to hear them. But I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I usually bring, like I said, and if I don't have it or it's just not at my apartment right now, I'm just going to place a little picture right here so you guys will be able to see. I got a lot of this stuff from Amazon just from past trips. If you guys know, I traveled a lot last year, so I collected some fun things that I wanted to share with you guys, and I will be linking everything down below. But let's just get right into this video because I have a lot for you. So first I'm going to be talking about mostly carry-on items and then just travel essentials in general. I might mix the two, but you guys will get the idea. When I am traveling, I do carry all of my electronics in my carry-on. I don't trust them in my checked bag. I don't want anything to happen to them, and I might have liquids in my suitcase, and that's just asking for a mess. So I always carry all my electronics, and I usually use them whether I'm at the airport or on the airplane, so it's just way more convenient. But when I bring my laptop, I always put it in my laptop case. This is just something to make me feel better and make sure it is more safe because I wouldn't want anything happening to my laptop, especially while I'm on vacation, because I am on it so much. And then I also carry all my chargers with me as well because if I have my laptop, there is no point of it being dead. So I actually ordered this charger holder case from Amazon last week, and I didn't really like the material of it, so I sent it back, but I found some more on Amazon that I thought you guys might like, and it's just a convenient place to organize all of your chargers so your cords aren't everywhere in your backpack and you can slip everything in there. I have a bunch of pieces to my laptop. I have to use an adapter, I have my chargers, I have my SD cards for my cameras, I have my camera chargers, so finding a great little place for all those things is so convenient because when you're at the airport, you have to go through security, and if you just pull out that whole electronics bag, it is so much easier. And another thing that I recommend, just aside from your normal phone charger, is a portable charger. And having one of those is just a safety net in case you don't have an outlet readily available and you would never want a dead phone when you are traveling. So definitely carrying a portable charger is a great idea. And next, I always carry my camera. You guys know that I absolutely love taking pictures. I think it is a great way to look back on all your memories from your vacation. I always have it on me too in my carry-on just because this can be so fragile. I need to get my lens cap before I travel next week because I don't want that getting scratched. But I usually have that and the batteries, like I said before, just in one convenient spot because when I get to the hotel, then I know where everything is as well. I don't have this at my apartment right now, but this is something that I bring on a longer trip, is a little neck pillow that you put around your neck. And I just have a basic one, but when I was looking up travel essentials, I found these super cool ones, you guys. There's one that like literally wraps around your head and then you just like sit there and you're like, it's so weird, but I think it's so cool. And then there was some with a little magnetic clip right here so the pillow didn't move. So I linked those down below because if I go on another long trip like I did, I took it to Italy. And if I would do something like that again, I would definitely purchase one of these because I feel like it is so much more convenient than the one I have. Something that I know everyone needs when they are traveling is their wallet. So I just have this cute little sized wallet from Kate Spade. It actually matches my Kate Spade thing, but so in here I always have my ID and cards, and I always carry small bills. That is something that my dad taught me when I was little, is to always have cash on you and some small change just in case you need to tip someone or there's an emergency, something you can't use your card for. You never really know what you're going to encounter when you're on vacation, so just having that as a backup plan is something that he always told me. And then going along with your wallet, if you are traveling out of the country, you obviously need your passport. Sometimes I bring it just for fun in case I can convince someone to go somewhere else with me, but that never really happens. But anyway, if I do bring my passport, it is in this little case. Obviously, people know that this is probably your passport, but I still think it doesn't advertise it as much because if you do lose your passport, that is not going to be good. So it looks like this on the inside. So I just have my passport right here, and then I can put money on this side or my boarding pass. So I use this a lot when I was traveling through Europe, and it is a little inconvenient for any passport holder just because you have to take your passport out when you give it to them, like getting on the plane when you're boarding. That comes with all of these. You're gonna have to take it out, but I think this is a great little case to just keep it in, so you can just slip it in your bag and it's not so out there, I guess. So another thing that I always carry on me when I am traveling is headphones. So I just use my AirPods. Brandon got me these when I was in Texas last year, and I absolutely love these. They're definitely something that are super convenient, and once you have them, you can't go back to normal headphones. And I'm always editing on the plane or even listening to music, and God help anyone that has to listen to me edit a video and hear me talk. So having headphones is definitely the way to go. And then another thing that I always have on a plane is just some gum. So I use this for obviously fresh breath because you don't want to be anywhere and gross. But gum also takes away that ear popping that happens if you are changing your elevation. So just a little backup for in case your ears are starting to hurt. And I also always carry like a little travel size toothbrush if I know I'm going to be on a longer flight, or maybe I'm eating or going somewhere directly from the airport. I carry on like a little toothpaste set and one of those like foldable toothbrushes. I don't have that right now because I don't know where it is, but I have to look for that. But something else that I usually have with me is medicine. I always carry Dramamine, which is a motion sickness medicine, because sometimes I get some motion sickness and obviously I don't want that happening. So I try and prevent it. I just take it before the flight, about 30 minutes beforehand, and I'm good to go. And I also carry Advil and Tylenol because I feel like being on a plane, you want to be the most comfortable that you can, and having a headache or a stomachache is just not something that you want to have. And going along with that, I always carry an empty water bottle because you can't carry water through the security line. They'll have you dump out your liquids. But if you bring a reusable water bottle and it's empty, you can carry that through in your carry-on and then fill it up once you get through security. So that's something I always do because if I don't drink enough water, I get a headache. And like I said, trying to be the most comfortable here. Something else that I always bring on a flight, and I don't know if this is weird or not because I haven't seen anyone else do it, but I always pack an extra pair of socks like these, or even fuzzy socks. Even if I have shoes on that I have socks on with, sometimes I just like to change them so they're not smelly, or I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But or if I'm wearing shoes that don't have socks, I might slip those off and throw on a pair of socks because I might slip off my shoes while I'm on the flight the whole time. So just for the people around me, I pack extra socks. Not saying that my feet are smelly. I'm just saying if you're doing a lot of stuff all day, they could be. Next, for my carry-on, I always pack a little book. This is just a little notepad type thing that my mom got me. It just says a big book for little ideas, and I feel like I always am brainstorming on a flight, whether it be for new video ideas or things I want to do maybe when I'm back. So I always carry that and a pen just in case I need to write anything down for anyone or fill something out, because when you do travel internationally, you usually have to fill out, I forget what it's called, but you have to fill out like a little piece of paper as to like why you're coming into their country. So having a pen is always way more convenient because you have to like stand in line to do that. I don't know. If you guys traveled internationally, you know what I'm talking about. I also know that people love carrying books. Sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I won't. It depends on how long my flight is. I definitely brought a book when I was on my way to Italy because it was such a long flight, but just something to do. You guys never know like how bored you'll be on the flight, or if your flight's delayed. I also know that people love downloading stuff on a Kindle or an iPad, something that you can read. Also, downloading music onto your phone before the flight is something that I always do because you can't play it while you're in the air, in the sky. Can you bring deodorant on a flight? I'm trying to think, like I feel like I should look this up. But I know you probably can't bring this size on an airplane, but I don't know if you can bring this on there at all. I feel like it's like you can't bring it, I don't know. But I always pack this just in my suitcase in general, and if I can pack it in my carry-on, I probably would, because again, I'm not saying I'm a smelly person, but like you do not want to be stinky. Next, something that I always do when I am traveling is I pack a cardigan or a sweatshirt, or I wear it. I probably end up wearing it because I need room in my suitcase, but that's besides the point. But I always have this because if I'm traveling from a cooler temperature to warmer weather, or vice versa, or you guys never know like how hot or cold the airplane is going to be, and I hate being too hot or too cold on a flight. I feel like it just makes me really grumpy. So I always wear layers when I am traveling. That is a key to my travel essentials, is layering up, because you can always take something off, but if you are too cold or too hot, you're just miserable. I feel like, I don't know, is that just me? I'm probably grumpy, but. Next, I just have my glasses case right here. I just got this from Warby Parker because that's where my glasses are from. And I usually carry this in my carry-on just in case I want to sleep a little bit or just take off my glasses. They obviously have prescription in them, but I don't need to wear them all the time if I don't want to. So I'll just throw them in this case so they don't get sat on or lost. You know, that is just... Ugh. Something else that I carry with me usually when I travel is a sleeping mask. So I will do that mostly for the flight in case I am sitting by a window that I can't close or someone wants it open, or if I'm just traveling during the day in general. And even for wherever I'm staying, if it is not completely dark, that's just what I prefer. So I bring my sleeping mask in case I want to throw that on during the flight. And then I also carry hand sanitizer. I am always using this while I am traveling because, I don't know, I feel like germs are big at the airport. Then I don't have some lotion, but I usually travel with lotion too, just don't want to be dry. And then I have some chapstick too. I always bring chapstick. I hate having chapped lips. I'll even bring some Vaseline sometimes if my lips do get super chapped. So moving on to what I will pack maybe in my suitcase. So I usually always bring my steamer, and I love using my steamer more than an iron. I honestly don't really know how to use an iron, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever done it because I've always used a steamer. Convenient way to iron out your clothes, steam out your clothes, whatever you guys want to say. So I always bring that in my suitcase if there's room. Obviously, if there's not room, there's usually an ironing board at my hotel or Airbnb, wherever I am, but I still like having that, especially if you are going somewhere with multiple people. You don't want to be like waiting to iron, so having my steamer is always super convenient for me. Next, I just have my jewelry holder. So it says I have it all in here, and I just open it up and I can put all my jewelry in here, and it's like zipped up so I know that it's not going to fall out. And they have even little earring stud thingies, I don't know what it's called. I usually just zip those up in here too, and once I get to the hotel I can lay this all out and have all of my jewelry in one spot, because you guys know I love my jewelry and a lot of it is super dainty, so it's really easy to get tangled up and lose. Going along with that, my mom also just got me this for Christmas, so this is going to be the first time that I am using this. It's super cute. It's just one of those toiletry bags that you can hang up in the bathroom, which I love. It is such a space saver when you're at your hotel. But in this little compartment, I am going to throw all of my shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and I have those little clear bottles that you see when people travel. I have those, so I'll throw those all in here, along with my toothbrush, toothpaste, and maybe my hairbrush. And then I have my makeup just in a separate little bag. I could probably throw that in here too because it would fit inside here. So this is a great way to keep all of that organized, because I don't really carry a lot of toiletries when I am traveling, so having them all in one spot is really good for me. Oh, I'll also put like my deodorant and perfume in here. That's what I usually do. So yeah, there's that. And then I actually just ordered these a couple weeks ago because I have probably heard every single YouTuber talk about packing cubes, and I don't know why I haven't ever bought them, because I feel like it'd be something I would so do. And finally the other day I was like, I want to try out some packing cubes. And so I actually opened them a couple days ago just to make sure that I like them, because I didn't want to recommend any thing to you guys that I hadn't used before. So basically they all came in this little thing. So this is just the same thing as what I just showed you. So I'm not going to use this one just because I'm going to use my other one. But if I was crunched for space, or if I'm traveling with Brandon, which I do a lot, sometimes him and I will share a suitcase because it is a cost cutter, so we can throw all our stuff in the same suitcase, and that helps because he can use that one then, and then I can have my own. But what these packing cubes are, if you're not familiar, is basically they are all these different size cubes that fit perfectly into your suitcase, and you can throw in all your shirts in one, all your bottoms, all your like swimsuits, whatever you're bringing to your trip, you can put in each of these, and then when you take them out, they are so organized. And I think it came with a laundry one too. So that's really nice because I hate like my dirty clothes and my clean clothes being together. But that is something that I was super excited about to try for this trip. And then I wanted to show you guys my luggage as well while I was here. So I ordered these from Amazon about 2 years ago when I went to Italy. And they came in the small, medium, and large. I usually can fit all of my stuff in the medium-sized suitcase, but like I said before, a lot of times I'm going on shorter trips, so Brandon and I just pack all our stuff in one to save room and money. And then moving on from suitcases, I also have some really nice travel size bags from Vera Bradley, and I have this size and then a little bigger of a bag. But if you guys don't need suitcases, or if you're traveling somewhere for a weekend or even in the car, I highly recommend those Vera Bradley bags. They are so cute and they are really durable too, and they have a nice side band when you're carrying it, and it makes it so much easier to travel with. A little tip if you guys overpack like me. I don't overpack. I would not say I overpack. Like, I overpack clothes. I just never know what I want to wear. But the one tip I have for you guys, if you do overpack, is packing either a backpack or a reusable bag on top of all your stuff in your suitcase. And if you do go over the luggage weight limit, you can pull that bag out and either buy another carry-on bag or just like hope that you can sneak it through when you are boarding. I've done that a couple times just because, I don't know, I overpack. I don't even care. I don't even care, okay? It's okay. But packing an extra bag on top of that stuff for that overweight stuff, or if you bring some stuff home too and just want to throw it in an extra backpack, and maybe you just had a purse, or maybe you didn't have that big of a carry-on, and you can maybe sneak that by boarding, but you guys know what I'm saying. I think my last tip for you guys would be, when you are traveling, make sure you know your boarding time and your arrival time, and coordinate that with when you can check into your hotel. Something that I always do if I know that I'm not going to be able to check into my hotel room as soon as I get there, I either pack an extra pair of clothes in my carry-on, or I put what I want to wear when I get there right on top of my suitcase so I'm not digging through everything. And then I check my bag with the bellman, I think that's what they're called, and then I can go do whatever I want. I'm not wasting my day sitting at the hotel room waiting for my room, or I'm not wearing something that I didn't want to wear, or I'm too hot or too cold depending on where you're traveling. So I definitely recommend knowing those times and coordinating if you're going to need to check your bags so you get the most out of your trip. And I also recommend always packing a swimsuit readily available too, because you never know, you might be able to access your pool or the hot tub if you are there early. I don't know what you guys are doing for your traveling, but you guys get the idea. I'm going to end this video now. I hope it wasn't too much of me just rambling. And like I said before, these are just some ideas. I obviously pack more, and if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.